So, yeah, let's talk about it briefly. Hulk Hogan passed away. He was, 71?
71, yeah.
71 years old, died of a heart attack at his home in Tampa. I'll say this. Hogan's a pioneer in that he is the very first ever racist sex tape. That's never happened before.
Together at long last.
That's never. I defy
one or the other.
Unless there's unless you're into kind of like race play kink or something like that somewhere.
Yeah, sure, but
in terms of a celebrity,
no. But the difference there is that you said kink. This was natural. This was
there was no acting involved.
This was organic conversation. This was voyeur. This was recorded by Bubba the Love Sponge's security system.
Post-coital, you're like, by the way, I hate black people. It's just out of nowhere. When
it happened, because Tom, did you follow all the Hogan stuff with Bubba the Love Sponge?
No,
a decade ago.
I became first aware of Hulk Hogan due to the fact that he had a sex tape and that he said the N-word.
During the sex tape.
He said it during the sex tape. And then didn't he scream at his daughter too about black people?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a laundry list of horrifying things that he said.
And I remember looking him up and kind of just feeling like I don't know what everyone thought he was saying inside of his head. Like he does look like the kind of guy to drop N-bombs while fucking his wife.
But Tom, his theme song says "Fight for the rights of every man." That's why we felt betrayed.
Not just white.
Wait. That would insinuate the wrestling isn't real.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The sex tape, which was recorded, I think, in the late 2000s. Bubba the Love Sponge, radio host. Again, Tampa is fucked. I think Tampa is like one of the wickedest cities in America. Nobody's talking about it because you get all this cast of the dirtiest characters ever. But he's like the king of Tampa radio.
Yeah, it's the tax shelter for scumbags.
Yes. 100%. That's where OJ went.
Have you guys been to Tampa before?
I
did a show there. Yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
I've been to Clearwater I've been to his shop.
You've been to the beach shop? Tell us everything.
Yeah. There was I did a show there the night before, then I had the day off before I went back to the airport, but then I'm like, I'm just gonna go to the beach or whatever. I just so happened to be Clearwater, and then I'm walking down the boardwalk. Yeah, I'm walking down the boardwalk.
Okay.
And then I see the Hogan statue, surf statue, whatever it is out front. And I'm like, okay, well I have to go inside, right? There was nobody in there, not I didn't even see a staff member in there. You didn't employee or whatever.
You didn't meet the legend Ron Howard?
No.
Are you aware of Ron Howard? So the
Yes, I know who Ron Howard is.
No, you don't. The manager of Hulk Hogan's beach shop.
That Ron Howard.
He also played for the Phillies.
He is named Ron Howard, and he is a very big COVID conspiracy guy.
Of course he is.
And if you attempt to walk into Hogan's beach shop with a mask, he'll start telling you about the United Nations have taken over the U.S. and stuff like that. So there was a lot of Ron Howard talk in 2020 at Hogan's beach shop. But anyway, they filmed him, and Bubba the Love Sponge was just kind of do whatever you want. I like to watch.
Cuck me.
Yeah, so he filmed Hogan having sex with his wife, and when the tape was leaked in 2012, I think, they cut out the racist part. So it was just a sex tape. It got leaked. Hogan co-opted this along with one of the most evil people in the world, Peter Thiel, to basically sue Gawker out of existence, which was the news source that published the tape.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Thiel had held a grudge against them forever because he's an evil piece of shit and they outed him. So you can debate about the morality of that, but that's what happens.
There are no heroes here.
No, well, I mean, fuck him.
Fuck them all. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Just at various different levels.
Yeah.
What was the statement he made that was racist?
Okay, so
I have a screenshot of it.
yeah.
Let me.
I was gonna say. So I had to work this morning, so I put the fellas here to work digging up some quotes. This is somebody who was this? One of the wrestling journalists pointed this out. It's Hogan's racism was so specific that after his son was in a car crash that paralyzed another kid for life, he said that they were going to be reincarnated as a black family because that's how karma works. Where you're you could survey every clan member in the country and none of them would have that thought.
That's a
crazy thing to think.
This is per People magazine. The tape was recorded in 2007.
Now, in a transcript of the tape released by the National Enquirer, Hogan uses racial slurs when talking about his daughter Brooke and her dating African Americans. Here is part of that transcript. We do want to warn you, the text is disturbing.
I mean, I am a racist to a point. But then when it comes to nice people and whatever, then says,
I'd rather if she was going to fuck some I'd rather her marry an 8-foot tall worth $100 million like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist. Fucking
Yeah.
I need the
Good call, Tom.
I need the 9/11 slide whistle.
You really do.
Oh, I thought it was a button you were pressing when I was.
No, he actually has.
Shout out to our friend Dark Red Burr sent me this. It's the
Rivers
great...
goes analog with his. With his bits.
Our listeners are the fucking best. They send us mushroom Ric Flair shit. They send us Dr. Demento items.
I also love that Eric. I could feel you be a little worried. I was just gonna read it verbatim.
Actually, yeah.
I could feel it off of you.
You did drive from Orange County. It could have changed you, for all I know.
But yeah, I remember when it happened because they released just the sex tape part of it. And the most notable part of that was where he said, basically was apologizing for not being able to perform as well because I just ate a bunch of ribs, brother.
Yeah,
calling a woman brother is fucking great.
As part of a foreshadowing of things to come, he had to clarify in court he did not have a 10-inch penis.
That's right. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan did.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Terry Bollea does not.
Terry Bollea does not have a 10-inch penis.
And that all this things made him so sad that he just can't get it up ever again.
Right. Yeah. And it wasn't the ribs, brother. So that comes out. And then that spurs the lawsuit. And then after the lawsuit is settled, then somebody releases the quote that you just read in addition to it. So that was when basically everybody, Hogan was removed temporarily from the WWE Hall of Fame in 2015 after this was released. When the headline came out, it was like racist sex tape. I was like, it's never happened before. It's never in human history. He's a fucking pioneer.
This is new territory.
It's-
We're
Yeah.
I defy you. If you're listening,
One
if
would
you're
argue
watching-
that's the most racist a person could be. Post-coital.
Right. That's like the best time of your life. And you're like, this is what's on my mind first and foremost.
My favorite part about
While I'm in my refractory period, let me share my thoughts about race.
Yeah.
Look, a lot of people are racist, but even weirder, why are you bringing up your daughter that close to busting a nut?
Right. Yeah.
That
there's a little bit of there's a reason why him and Donald Trump have a lot in common.
Again.
Well, it's almost
He
like
has sexualized his daughter in the past.
It's almost like there's an overlap between hating black people and thinking and having sexual relations with your daughter.
A little bit, yeah.
Look,
maybe the
Or
cure.
being concerned about
it's
it.
about keeping that gene line very pure. And
Yeah.
if it means the family tree doesn't fork, then so be it.
I also love that he said 8 foot tall.
Yes.
I don't know why because I'm like, maybe he's being hyperbolic, but I like to think that he doesn't know numbers that good.
Oh, you're about to find out.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know a lot about a lot of numbers.
No. So I was going to start off with, just my favorite Hogan thing, which if you've listened to this podcast for a long time, my favorite Hogan thing is, of course, Pasta Mania. Which,
What is Pasta Mania?
So back in 1995, Tom, at the food court of the Mall of America in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Hulk Hogan introduced his one and only location of his restaurant, Pasta Mania. So it was next door to something called Daddy's Deli, which
Even better.
What we're about to talk about, that might be,
Daddy's Deli has strong feelings about them.
So first of all, I found this image of the pasta shapes that they had. So you can see they actually have, they're shaped like Hogan flexing, and they got his face with the bandana.
They actually put the marinara on the pasta with calipers. It's a very
the partner of Scott Aukerman of Comedy Bang Bang fame. Kulot Vlysak is from Minneapolis, and I found her account of working there because she worked at Pastamania during an interview on Paul F. Tompkins' podcast. She described the restaurant as a stall. They played his album, The Wrestling Boot Band,
Holy shit.
over and over.
Oh, Hulkster in Heaven on repeat.
Also, on the television, they were playing clips from his wannabe kind of Baywatch show called Thunder in Paradise, playing on a loop. And also the TV was inside a cage, which I'm like, it's in the fucking mall. Who's going to steal it? Like,
Well, it's not to steal, it's to make sure no one changes the channel or turns it off.
Good point. Also, employees wore tie-dye outfits and red bandanas. And this was the promo, very famous, on the debut episode of WCW Monday Nitro, September 4th, 1995.
All right, Michael Jordan's got his restaurant in Chicago. Coach Don Shula of the Miami Dolphins, he's got a steakhouse. But WCW's own World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan, he's got Pastamania in the Mall of America. I want to try to get a word with him if I can squeeze in there. Hulk Hogan coming up. Debut edition of Monday Nitro. You've got Big Bubba in the main event.
Who's the greatest wrestler in the world? You know something, Eric Bischoff? Tonight on Monday Nitro, Pastamania has got all my Hulkamaniacs running wild. And I've eaten so many Hulkaroos and Hulk-U's, I kind of feel sorry for Big Bubba, brother, because tonight, brother, first time on TNT, I'm putting the WCW heavyweight title on the line, and with Pastamania running through my brain, who's going to beat Big Bubba tonight, Hulkamaniacs? And when I'm done dragging him around the Mall of America and all my Pastamaniacs are tearing their WCW shirts off, brother, I'm going to give Big Bubba a dose of my Hulkaroos up there, and then I'm going to body slam him again. You know, with little Hulkamaniacs like that, Pastamaniacs all around the Mall of America, Big Bubba, you better tighten up that waistline, brother, because the Hulkster's slim and trim. I've been eating my Pastamania, and what you gonna do in the Mall of America, brother, when Hulk Hogan, Pastamania, and all my Pastamaniacs run wild on you? What's he gonna do? All right.
That's right. The slimming power of, I'll repeat, pasta.
It's scary to think that he may not be on cocaine. His eyes were...
It impacts your brain, too, apparently.
With the power of Pastamania running through my brain. It's so fucking funny. Also, he calls them Hulky U's. Both of those Hulky U's is Hulk O's. They're SpaghettiOs. They're the little shaped, the Hulk-shaped pastas I showed you. There is no Hulky U's. And I'd always been curious. And then I found the menu for Pastamania. I was like, oh, it's Hulky O's.
He just doesn't know his own menu.
I just don't know. The other thing, too, is in the promo, he threatens Big Bubba Rogers with eating those, too.
Yeah, that's right.
In the middle of it, he's like, this is great, and I'm going to shove it into...
Yeah, I'm going to force feed.
I'm going to force feed it.
Yeah.
Because I know he won't like it, but it's wonderful, and
I found it very confusing because at one point he just stops talking about pause. He just talks about beating the shit out of a guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But, so anyway... You know what was funny was like the reaction that I saw to it was very obvious.
Sorry, Hulkaroni and cheese has made me laugh, but
Oh yeah. We got pasta Mexicana. I don't know. I don't even.
I would love to know.
Yeah, and then
it's taco seasoning. That's it.
Hulk Hogan's pasta Mexicana is just regular spaghetti, but he puts ice cubes in it. I'm sure he had great opinions about what's happening.
Definitely.
My favorite on the menu is that under pastas they have angel hair, shells, fettuccine, penne, and of course nuggets.
Pasta nuggets?
I guess I don't know what the fuck that is, but
gnocchi? I don't know.
Yeah, it might be.
Oh, it might be gnocchi.
It might be gnocchi. Yeah. Is gnocchi Italian for nuggets?
Sure.
The world
as far as I know.
Yeah. But yeah, it was funny. The reaction that I saw to it amongst my friends on Facebook anyway, it was very obvious who hadn't watched wrestling in 25 years.
Yeah.
Because there were certain comedians who will go nameless who wrote these like loving tributes to Hulk Hogan. I was like, Oh, you don't know, do you? You don't know the whole. Okay. And people were just like attacking them, and I was just like, man, they obviously don't know. You know, it was otherwise like progressive people just being like, you know, this was my childhood, you know, I love this guy, and then having to write edit. Just found out all the shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone.
What told me was when it happened, the first thing you do is you look up like wrestler death reaction. And, you know, Sports Illustrated does that. Yeah. The lack of reaction from his peers.
Yeah.
From people currently in the wrestling industry.
Oh, yeah. Shocking.
And the little bit of reaction that there was the most basic Wikipedia thing of like, yeah, he sold out arenas. He, you know, sold a lot of merchandise. Like, and all. It's never about what a great friend he was.
Right.
What a great person he was.
Yeah.
Except for probably Ric Flair and sadly Ed Leslie's like, man, I'm going to miss him. I'm sorry that we didn't get a chance to fix the rift that he and I had together.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and he's going to end up like Michael Jackson in that he is going to be worth so much more dead than alive.
Agreed.
Because alive, it's like, oh, he's throwing beer cans at a woman's head. Dead, he's like, he didn't, he didn't sexually assault anybody and he didn't kill anybody. So they can easily rug sweep this guy and sell T-shirts forever.
His last appearance on the professional wrestling program, he was booed out of the building.
Booed out of Los Angeles, yes.
They couldn't.
Oh, it was in Los Angeles?
They couldn't edit it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They couldn't sweeten it.
Yeah.
It was that loud, that voracious.
So, okay, this really gets into my naivety in terms of the world of WWE and wrestling.
Good. Yeah.
So I have a lot of liberal friends who love wrestling.
Oh yeah.
In general, I view it as a conservative thing that a lot of my liberal friends love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that he's being booed, was there a different thing, or was it that just like even...
So I have a theory about this, which is that for a long time, certainly wrestling was seen that way. And then something happened in the early 2000s, which was UFC. So the people who like the, redneck shit kickers that love WWF, basically when the real thing started happening, there was this little split where all the people who were there for the blood and guts went and watched the real blood and guts, and the people who were there for the show stayed there. So when you go see like a WWF specifically show or WWE, it is literally families, children, and guys who look like us.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So this is fascinating to me because my favorite part of
people that like athletic theater.
Yeah, straight up. It's
this is really just proves that I am in no man's land because my favorite part of wrestling is the stunts because the stunts are real.
Yeah.
You have to be a really good athlete to do a lot of these stunts and do them well. So I enjoy that. I hate all of the drama attached to it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. To your point, Tom, there are still some conservative fans of professional wrestling that also still hate Hulk Hogan just because it's like, he fucked over Macho Man. He fucked over all these people that I actually like. He screwed over Jesse Ventura. Undertaker. All these other things like that. It's like, listen, we could... It's one of the things of like, it's the meme of like conservatives / liberal wrestling fans holding hands,
doing the fucking Carl
hate
Weathers,
Hulk Hogan,
fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, totally.
Okay, so that all makes
it's the same as kind of like they're Republicans that still just are like, oh God, Donald Trump. Ugh.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing. It's like Hulk Hogan shows up at the Republican National Convention and people are like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like,
you took away my plausible deniability.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, his legacy, because the internet is forever, will be left on the pages of X, the Everything app, and in some cases
or will it?
The deleted parts of X, the Everything app. So I sent Justin and Eric down the rabbit hole to find us some good Hulk Hogan tweets.
I did this on the treadmill today.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. What do we got for some all-timers?
Well, my favorite's got to be the Bam Margera tweet.
Oh, I got that one
yes.
too.
That's
so why don't you read that to Tom, Justin?
There's no date on this, though. But I'm assuming it's when Ryan Dunn passed away.
Yes, so Hulk Hogan does not know the difference between Ryan Dunn and Bam Margera.
So this
the fact that they had different names wasn't a helpful.
No, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Completely different looks. One was an athlete. One was a fucking dope.
So Hulkster tweets with a picture of him and Bam Margera. Damn, Bam. I wish you were still with us. I sure would love to hang out again, my brother. Love you. Miss you. HH.
Oh, God.
So he would famously end all his tweets with HH.
So you knew it was
Which
from him.
stood for Heil Hitler.
Turns out. In 1488. It's a weird thing he did.
And then,
Not Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
A reply from Bam Margera that said, I'm alive, brother, but miss you too.
Did Hulk ever respond to that?
Yeah, and I think was that real? Because I haven't had time to look. Did Bam Margera write the exact same thing?
No,
on the day
but
everyone
he
was saying,
yeah.
everyone was saying Bam Margera has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, that is.
Which is that.
Yeah, write the exact same tweet.
Some of these tweets are hard to find because apparently Hulk Hogan was wrapped up in crypto in 2024.
Oh, sure. Well,
and
everybody
tried to delete those tweets, and by doing so, he accidentally deleted all of them.
His entire Twitter.
So all the stuff I could find was based off of just Reddit and screen caps and people.
Does that mean I'm unblocked?
I guess.
Because Hogan blocked me because I called him a racist.
Who the hell
shit.
knows? I don't go on X no more.
Why? Something happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Something weird going on?
It's just not fun and doesn't benefit me whatsoever.
Fair enough.
Do you got one, Eric?
Yeah, I got a few.
Oh,
By the way, I should shout out if you're bored, you can look up my article that I wrote for Bunny Ears forever ago. White nationalism officially declared symptom of Hulkamania. This was back when the whole Gawker thing was happening.
Yeah.
I got one that says, sending out love and prayers to the victims and families in Vegas, praying nonstop for those hanging on to life. Godspeed, love, recovery, HH. 12 hours later, done.
What?
So apparently, a shooting happened in Vegas.
He's done praying?
And then, as a response to that, he's like, okay, I'm done praying.
Yeah.
12 hours later.
I did 12 hours.
That's
prayer.
enough.
Yeah,
That's enough.
I prayed for the shooter, which proves that God just finds me more appealing than Hulk Hogan.
Jesus.
Oh, you found the poop one?
Oh, yeah.
So my poop one, December 29th, 2016. Poop in my gym, brother. HH.
Just in general, or?
Then a reply. I really hope you mean pop. Sorry to correct you, brother.
What?
And Hulk's reply back to this reply is poop, brother. HH.
So wait, someone took a shit.
No. He just tweeted, "Poop in my gym, brother," and then someone was like, "I really hope you mean pop," and Hogan's like, "No, it's poop." I was
poop, brother.
I was
HH.
right. No context.
Holy shit!
And I'm never going to. The reason why it goes with his grade. Similarly, he did write once. I ran out of toilet paper, brother. Help.
Well, first it was help.
Or maybe there was a first one.
So 5:37 p.m. Help. 5:50 p.m. I ran out of toilet paper, brother. Help!
He sat there for 20 minutes hoping someone would respond.
What
is that the deal?
Well, obviously he's waiting for one of the nasty boys to come.
Oh yeah, Brian Knobs.
Yeah, or
coming in with a rag on a stick.
Yeah. Or I'm
here, Hulk.
Yeah. Or Ed Leslie.
Yeah.
I need a cup of serious mud, brother.
Yeah.
HH.
Referring to coffee.
Serious mud?
Mug.
Yeah. Serious mud.
Oh, mud.
No.
Oh, so thick.
Serious mud, brother.
Thick coffee, I suppose.
Thick ass coffie.
Yeah.
I'd like you to put some diarrhea in a
Exactly.
Is that a thing? Do people refer to coffee as mud?
I guess.
I've never heard that, but again,
I haven't either. I've heard shit referred to that.
Right. Yeah. Human mud.
Maybe he was trying to do something. June 3rd, 2018. In reference to Muhammad Ali, he was always so nice to me. Whenever he would greet me, he would say in his whisper voice, "Hulk Hogan, you're the greatest of all time. You're the greatest of all time. It's such an honor to call him a friend. Only love, HH." Yeah, because it has to be about him.
Right. Yeah, of course.
All the time. Do you have the big bomb that was thrown? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
There's a photo. He tweeted a photo of him in an empty movie theater. Me and all my friends at the 10 p.m. Ninja Turtle movie, brother. HH.
Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle.
Ninja. Okay. Ninga.
I think he was trying to type something else.
Yeah.
He's one letter off there. So.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think my favorite one,
I love the woo turtles,
which he deleted, was from 2011, October 16th.
I sent this to Rivers. I'm like, this is the
this
best
is
one.
the ultimate.
Yeah.
Good night, Hulkamaniacs, and the jabroni marks without a life that don't know it a work when you work a work and work yourself into a shoot marks.
Yes, that's like
He's revealing the bag the entire. Yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah, so break that down for Tom and anybody who might not be a person familiar with wrestle speak.
So here's the deal: a jabroni mark, or just a mark in general, is just a derogatory term for a wrestling fan that implies that they believe that wrestling is real.
Yeah.
And jabroni marks without a life that don't know work is a fake thing. Like you work a match, and it's we're
politics
putting on the
is a work, man. Fucking
exactly.
Religion's a work, man.
Yeah. You're putting on a facade.
Yeah.
And he's just saying, you don't know what's a work, and I'm fooling you so greatly that I'm fooling you to the point at which that it turns into a shoot, which means it turns into reality. So, yeah, he's essentially saying, I fooled you so well that it's so foolish that it turned into the truth, I guess. Anyway, he was obviously drunk when he wrote this.
I love that his tweets need a translator.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because all of you guys are wrestling guys, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm not. So that was pretty. I mean, he might as well have fucking tweeted it like Korean.
Honestly, yeah. If it makes you feel better, we barely understand it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Justin is literally a professional in the wrestling industry.
Yeah.
And even he is flummoxed by such gobbledygook.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Should we get to the lies?
Yes. So we covered, a couple months back with our friend John Hastings, who is a wrestling comedian and wrestling historian himself. Some of the amazing lies of Hulk Hogan, but I figured since we got Tom here, who is not a wrestling guy, we could hear a few of Hulk Hogan's lies and just get Tom's reaction. And I think Eric's got some ones that we might not have covered.
I'm going to run down as quickly as I can. Tom and everyone else, feel free to remark whenever something strikes you. Hogan claimed he was offered the lead role in The Wrestler 3 times, but turned it down because he figured no one would consider it to be a credible movie with him as the lead.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The director said that never happened.
Yeah, Aronofsky was like, no, I never.
You know what's funny? That one is actually believable because I know Aronofsky was looking to cast someone who is known as kind of like washed up and irrelevant, but was famous.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, that's interesting.
But could act, though.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's him in a dramatic role would be interesting.
On the PBD podcast, Hogan commented that Madonna and Cher sent him cars for dinner dates, but he turned them down because he was happily married.
Also, I love that he's on Patrick Bet David. He's on infotainment or valuetainment. He's valuetainment.
He was pals with and played bass with Metallica.
Yes.
He walked it back after Lars Ulrich said they never met.
Yeah. He's like,
and then he said, well, I submitted an audition tape and never heard back.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Hogan claimed he was the first person to use entrance music in wrestling. Gorgeous George is considered the first back in the 1940s.
Can I just... Okay, I hate to interrupt.
No, please do.
Would it be less time-consuming if we just listed all the truths he told?
Oh, right.
One would think.
At what point is this guy honest about anything?
He passed on the George Foreman grill, even though he was never considered. He wrestled for 400 days a year, given the time difference between flying to and from Japan during the early 1980s. This is mathematically impossible.
Oh, yeah.
So just
I've got this one written down.
So we have had an instance. We used to do shows. We had a show like on a Sunday, whatever it is, afternoon. Here in LA, we had wrestlers from Japan fly from Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, what was it, Sunday evening, whatever. But they land in LA, it's still Sunday.
Yeah.
And then they do a show. So in theory, that's technically possible. But for him to do it 30-something, 40-something times.
No, but he was claiming going the other way, in which case you lose an entire day in transit. So he was claiming to fly from Madison Square Garden to Tokyo, and he was like, and that's how I same days. You're like,
no, you lose days.
Yeah, you gain.
You wrestle less times.
Yeah, way less times actually.
Is what happens. Never took steroids. That's quick.
Yeah.
Claimed to have Okay, on the Joe Rogan Experience, Hogan claimed to have gotten death threats in Puerto Rico and 4 months before Bruiser Brody was murdered.
In Puerto Rico, yeah.
In Puerto Rico. The problem is Hogan's last appearance in Puerto Rico at the time was in 1985. Brody died in 1988.
Yeah.
There's no... he also claimed to have wrestled Randy Savage, and Randy Savage was there when Hogan was threatened.
Yeah.
Randy Savage conveniently dead at this time of the story. Yeah. Hogan did not wrestle Savage at that show. He wrestled Big John Studd. You told this in detail and you and John Hastings did.
Yeah.
The black he claimed to have received a black eye from a jet ski before WrestleMania 9.
That's right. Yes, he came to WrestleMania 9 with a black eye. In all likelihood, Macho Man punched him in the face for real, and he claimed that he got hit in the face with a 1-ton jet ski.
He fell off a jet ski. And then
it only broke my orbital bone, brother.
Yeah.
He said it came around.
Yeah, it came around
after he fell off the jet ski.
Yeah,
it came around and hit him in the face. He would be dead.
Now,
yes.
Yeah, I'm going to stop you because the thing is.
Oh, can I just share one more?
Yeah.
After this one. Hogan claimed in a 1983 match with Antonio Inoki, who is like the Hulk Hogan of Japan.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite thing. He claimed that Inoki almost died and had to be brought back to life by CPR, and he had to flee Japan to escape the Yakuza.
That's right, yes.
But
the Yakuza don't know that wrestling.
But here's my favorite thing about that whole thing.
They know how to run the underworld of Tokyo, but they don't know that they're just falling down and pretending.
But here's the cool thing. Inoki did get knocked out.
Yes.
But he worked that.
Yeah.
And he faked it, so he was working Hogan.
Yeah.
And everybody else the entire time.
Right.
So all of a sudden it's working the worker. That's what makes me love that one. And let's sum up everything he's ever said about Andre the Giant.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. Just in general, just the inflation of like numbers.
He went from 600 pounds to 800 pounds.
Yeah. So
7'5" to 7'8".
And then the one he said he body slammed him at the Superdome, however many Hulkamaniacs. Then he died.
Silverdome.
He died like shortly after.
Yeah, he died shortly after.
It's like, Andre did like
and
years,
Andre called the slam in the ring.
Yeah.
Say, slam me, brother.
Yeah. So the summation of all of this is like almost every one of these you can somehow track back to something that someone else did. Hogan absorbed wrestling locker room stories and then just made them about himself. Now, the reason I bring this up is because he is a revolutionary in terms of being having a racist sex tape. His actual life, which we now will never know because half of the stuff that Erik just said is from his autobiography. And so that is literally stuff that he wrote. He's dead. He's in the ground. We'll never know the truth, but in all likelihood, his actual life is probably more fascinating than his bullshit.
Yeah.
Rivers, he would never be in the ground because he's never getting buried, brother.
That's true. Yeah. Well, now he is.
This is what literally makes him the immortal.
Right.
So here's my question. How much of this do you think he believed, and then how much of it is he just completely fabricating?
Yeah.
He worked himself into a shoot, brother.
Yeah, well, that's the question. Is he a mark for himself, or did he work himself into a shoot?
Yeah, because but listening to these, like I keep going back and forth where I'm like, that was probably like the wrestling equivalent of a bit, and then other ones I'm like, oh, he's just a crazy person.
Yeah, well,
it's a flood.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Is that there's so much from so many different angles.
This is my grand statement about Hulk Hogan, and this ties into the lying, and it ties into everything else. Is like Hulk Hogan is a guy who could have only existed when he did. He had the misfortune of outliving the internet, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things like all of this stuff would have very easily just existed in legend, except that fact-checking and video and
had he died in 2000?
Yes. Oh, he would be thought of as a god.
Yeah.
But he outlived his usefulness.
And all of his enemies will be like, well, I didn't like the guy, but he at least made me money.
Yes. Yeah. And he went past the point of that after the racist sex tape, which again I think is his most revolutionary contribution to society. No one did it before or since. It's like outsider art or something. You're like, God, I've never seen anything like this. But after that happened, there was a moment where he was brought into the WWE locker room, and he had this moment where he's in front of black performers, producers, people who work on the show, and he's supposed to give them a speech. And in a moment where he should have just
then
said,
he goes, "No, you are 8 feet tall."
"Why are you only 6'3", brother?" But in this moment where he had an opportunity, I don't know how, considering how deep and fucked up all the shit he said is, but I think people would have maybe given him the benefit of the doubt. But instead of apologizing, he basically in this speech said, "You should be careful on social media, brother. You shouldn't get caught," is what he said. And so for the most part, every black wrestler and most of the progressive-minded wrestlers as well are just like, that sucked.
Yeah.
Fuck you. What are you talking about?
If I recall correctly, Mark Henry approached Hogan about essentially going on an apology tour.
Yeah.
With Hit, and he's like, Mark will be like, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
And all that. And he did
nothing.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, exactly. So
which is even weird because he wasn't making a point, really.
Not at all.
I don't like when people make points I disagree with, but they're like, I'm not going to apologize for the way I said it because I agree with I'm like, I can at least, even if I disagree with it, I can respect the fact that they truly believe it. But he's not. There's no other point other than he doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only thing he's standing for.
Right.
There are cameras everywhere, brother.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
people
pretty much what
they're
he
trying
said.
to get you. You better watch out.
Yeah.
I can't believe the guy who I asked to film me fucking my wife stabbed me in the back.
Yeah.
The radio DJ from Florida sucks.
What
That's
was his
crazy.
name? Ballsy 40 or something? What was
Bubba the Love Sponge.
That's not
Which
better.
I believe he legally changed his name to.
Yeah.
I swear, all of Hogan's friends are just pecking at what's left at his corpse because Bubba the Love Sponge goes on and be like, I knew he was dying and Jimmy Hart lied. All the people within his circle.
He's starting a radio feud with Jimmy Hart.
exactly. And all of Hogan's close friends.
God.
So.
Oh, well.
Wait, so how did he fuck over all these other people?
Oh, boy.
That's a whole other.
This is the problem with this episode. You guys gave me the cliff notes of the highlight reel of the stupidity, but I don't know.
I'll give what I want to say is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Which is
Jesse.
Yep. He absolutely ruined any way, form, or fashion for professional wrestling to get a union.
Okay, that's pretty big.
That was a big one. Yeah. Jesse Ventura, who was basically having secret meetings to organize, have organized labor within the business, got ratted out by Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan told Vince McMahon, and then he came in and busted the whole thing
Yeah, he's
up.
a union buster.
Yeah, totally. So that's one. There's
So many others.
It's literally name any wrestler that he crossed paths with, and they probably had a bad experience with him.
Just Google Bret Hart Hulk Hogan and then
God.
enjoy your afternoon.
Yeah. So that's the legacy we're left with. That's Hulk Hogan. Fucking whatever. Peace out.